man, here we go again. We gonna be farming the Crunchyroll Award ceremonies, man. Gigguk can't hide his disappointment while presenting at the Anime Awards. Wait, he actually presented at the Anime Awards? I didn't know, but hey, let's check this out from Sleepy Clips.
We have.
Yeah. Woo!
The award.
My GOAT, Sung Jin Woo, baby. Best main character, Sung Jin Woo, baby. Solo leveling clear. Solo leveling clear. Let's go, my monkey audience. Let's go. Unga Boonga always clears, bro. Freerin could never. Psst. Freerin so edgy, man. Psst. She says go KYS to Aura. Nah, my GOAT, Sung Jin Woo would never. Instead, he would just go kill a bunch of people instead. Anyways, what's going on?
Award that I announced. Guys, we stay positive here, guys. We stay positive.
Sure,
did you not
sure.
see how positive I was on stream? Did you not see that? You know,
I can sense the sarcasm.
I was smiling. Did you not see how big of a smile that I had on
A
stream?
pain smile?
Did you not see that I was smiling as I was saying those words, guys?
Okay, solo leveling winning anime of the year as a popularity contest makes sense to me. But as best main character is kind of crazy, right? But if the contest is Momo, Okarun, Kafka, and Frieden. Is Sung Jin Woo... Well, it depends. Again, it's a popularity contest, right? My immediate thought process was Sung Jin Woo was so flat and static as a character. I mean, you have the whole growth of, you know, weakest hunter gets the strongest and aura farms and has a wholesome moment of taking care of his, you know, mom and sister, right? And there's an emotional moment in season 2, but I don't think season 2 is even considered, right? This is season 1 content. So if you think from the context of people getting hyped up from this weakest hunter rising up to the heights of what we see by the end of season 1 battling Igris, I can understand why people will vote for that, yeah? Okay.
I don't know what I looked like. I don't actually know what I looked like. Guys, this is a professional award.
Yo, why my GOAT Rudy is from Mushoku Tensei not in best character of best anime? What's going on, man? Mushoku Tensei season 2 happened last year, right? Am I crazy or was that the year before that?
Guys, and I am professional.
Professional, aka sellout. You should have crashed out, Gigguk. You should have made a spectacle at the awards ceremony and say, this is bullshit. I represent the people, and I can't accept this. This is a flagrant abuse of popularity contests. There is no fucking universe that I'm gonna get Sung Jin Woo winning best main character, and I quit. This award show is a fraud. Quit! Don't watch this award show and crash out. That's what I would have done. Nah, probably not. That's just burning bridges on a colossal level, and all career aspects kind of die down if you do that.
Sung Jin Woo, though.
What is Kafka doing there? Because it's a popularity contest. Because Kaiju 8 is very appealing to the crayon eaters and the felt sniffers. So he's up there. Listen, you need to, again, think about this from the perspective of what is the most popular shows. Okay, now let's just insert the main characters into this without really thinking about how good that main character was. A little bit of a protection for Kafka, though. A little bit of defense. I like him, though. Right? The whole appeal of an older guy in his 30s that once had his dreams that he's given up on, but now chases his young ambitions again and dreams, you know, hopes are not dead, and this last chance he delivers. And there is a very compelling aspect to that. In fact, the more I think about it, the more I think that appeals to me than Sung Jin Woo.
What did I look like when I need to check what I looked like.
Yikes. I can see the pain in his eyes. You should have crashed out, bro. You had an opportunity to call this bullshit. To let the people know this award show is a scam. This does not represent the actual, you know, takes of anime enjoyers. It's just whatever is appealing to the lowest common denominator. The masses, the average person. Yikes.
What the Wait, this is best new series.
Pain.
What's best main character?
Dying in this side.
Is that what I looked like?
Yeah.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
The pain in his eyes, man. The pain in his eyes.
This is like when your parents tell you to smile, man. Just smile through the pain. Just smile through it.
It'll be over soon.
I was happy, guys. I was happy. Smile and wave. Smile and wave.
Sure, sure.
It's 4616 on YouTube. Okay, thank you. Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Kafka
Here we go.
Hibino.
Here we go.
Kaiju number 8. Mau Mau. The Apothecary Diaries.
Best main character. I think Mau Mau is a very compelling main character. She's such an interesting character due to the way that she was raised, right? Don't want to give too many spoilers about Apothecary Diaries, but she has a really fucked up past, and there's a reason why she's so indifferent and disconnected and kind of like stoic and cold and pragmatic, and the way that she handles stuff, it's so cool. Kafka, again, I just told you the whole logic, right? Of, you know, this old man trying to regain his dreams once again. It's so appealing. Momo and Okarun, I like them. They work really well off of each other. Frieren as a main character, though. Am I crazy for thinking that Frieren is not that good of a main character? Let's just, again, stop glazing Frieren and objectively think about it. What about Frieren is that amazing? We're talking main character right now. She is a very emotionally distant elf who obviously has so much time that she cannot relate to the humans. She feels bad about what happens with Himmel and wants to reconnect by traveling with Fern, Stark, and others, and, you know, recollect old memories and learns new lessons, and is more appreciative of these smaller things in life. But that's kind of it. There's some quirky stuff going on. She's funny. I like her little quirk of always, you know, going into a little, what's it called, the mimic, and then, you know, you get a little fan service happening. Her racism towards demons kind of hype too. What else is there? I don't know. The more I think about it, the more I realize Frieren is an amazing series, but as a main character, to me personally, I don't really care as much. In fact, I would put Mau Mau or Kafka or even Sung Jin Woo up there because of how hype the underdog story is. So, hot take, I think Frieren may be the lowest ranking character here in terms of what I find relatable and fun.
Momo. Dandadan. Okarun. Dandadan. Sungjinu. Solo leveling.
And the anime award goes to...
Yeah.
Oh.
Ready?
Oh.
Sung Jin Woo from Solo Leveling.
Oh.
There was a little bit of a gap in the tempo when he announced that. He saw it and it hurt him. Let's do an analysis play by play here.
Oh. Sung Jin Woo from Solo Leveling.
Oh.
There's a little bit of a... I don't know what the girl's thinking. I don't know if the girl is a very heavy weeb, you know, cares about that, but just looking at when he saw it, right?
Oh.
There's a little smile, right? I think he just saw it. And he just has to read it out loud. He's like, ah, shit.
Sung Jin Woo from Solo Leveling.
Oh.
Yeah, and then it's just GG.
Congratulations to Sungjinu, and thank you so much for joining.
Do you know what was going through my mind? Do you know what was going through my mind?
Of course it's Sung Jin Woo.
Look, you can see me going like this. I was like, I remember what was going through my mind then. I was like, yo, chat is losing it right now. Chat is fucking losing it right now.
The anime award goes to... Oh.
Ready?
Sung Jin Woo from Solo Leveling.
That pause was just like...
The girl seems just happy to be there, though.
All right, I'm reading this out now. I'm reading this out.
Congratulations to Sung.
Oh,
Yikes.
man. Okay. That's it. Yes, copium, yes. Okay, very, very...
I honestly don't even think that's that flagrant of a win for best main character of these selections, though, again, right? Again, if we're going to be talking about best anime of 2025 or 2024, it's a totally different argument. But in terms of best main character, the more I think about this underdog story of weakest hunter becomes this Giga Chad who's aura farming, it's very appealing. It's honestly kind of inspiring. He doesn't just get handed everything. He earns everything by suffering so much and getting betrayed and continues to move forward. So if you, again, think of it like that, It's not that bad of a win. Again, but the whole like winner of anime of the year though, that's that's a popularity contest.
Professional guys. You had no idea. You had no idea. Poker face.
Sell out.
All right, I'm a professional, but like I said.
All right, here we go. He's gifted with the system. You can say that about any fucking character. The whole point is, how did the powers get given? Is it by random luck where a person gets OP for no fucking reason? Or did that person have to earn it? Have to literally sweat, almost die? He literally died for that shit. So I don't take this whole, oh my god, Sung Jin-woo was just given all this shit for free. No, one of the most appealing things about Solo Leveling is the fact that he earned that shit. There's so many other shows where the main character gets powers out of fucking nowhere immediately, and it's just so boring. I just don't care about it because it's like, all right, bro, you got given everything. What the fuck is the point of this? He remains a professional and had to fight his inner demons to not scream rage. I'm so proud of him. I would have crashed out on stream, bro. You look at the nominees for Best Main Character, and it's so damn crazy how quite literally everyone's better choices. Tokyo Anime Award, TAAF, was actually correct when Look Back won feature film and Free Run won TV series. That's pretty cool. Look Back is the amazing movie that everyone glazes, that talks about, you know, what it's about to be an artist, you know, downs and ups, whatever it's trending and doing whatever you want for passion, right? I'm glad that something like that actually was recognized. And Free Run, great. Solo Leveling Season 1 getting Best Character in Anime of the Year is diabolical, but it makes sense to me. This was most I only watched Solo Leveling award show I've ever seen. Yeah, I think that most people would honestly have never seen other shows, especially Apothecary Diaries. I do not expect the average monkey hyped about Solo Leveling to be able to appreciate Solo Leveling. Sorry, Apothecary Diaries. I feel like most of these voters didn't even understand they were voting for Season 1 only, not Season 2. Also, yeah, if you think about this again, next year, man, Solo Leveling Season 2 is going to clear this shit. We're going to get a back-to-back, baby. It's even funnier since you know Season 2 isn't going to win the same amount next year, especially now that 2B Hero X is in the current obsession. No, I don't think 2B Hero X comes even close to what Solo Leveling is doing right now. 2B Hero X may be popular in your own little bubble, but if we look at the objective ratings that's happened on Crunchyroll specifically, Solo Leveling is able to reach a wider international audience like fucking crazy. Season 2 will easily sweep, bro. Sung Jin-woo winning Best Main Character over Mama is fucking criminal. But again, do you think that the average person watching this shit cares about Mama or even Apothecary Diaries? They don't have the brain capacity to understand her character. Poor Apothecary Diaries and Free Run, it's crazy to imagine that if characters like Mob, Eren, and Thorfinn, which is Mob Psycho, Attack on Titan, and Vinland Saga were competing this year, then Sung Jin-woo still probably would have won Best Main Character because he's a fucking aura farmer. Yes. Because again, the nature of this award series is a popularity contest. Once you understand that this only appeals to the lowest common denominator, the average crayon eating, glue sniffing retard, everything makes sense. There's no point being upset about it. They even use this picture of his beta version. He still won. New anime fans are so cooked. In that pause, Gigguk for sub what's gonna happen next in 1 hour of the anime award, just like how Eren saw glimpses of the future. Inevitable tragedy. Bro, the fact that Ninja Kamui won an award was insane. We're gonna be covering that later on from Nicholas Light. Apparently he fucking crashed out, bro. This is the aura Free Run killed. Made me fall off my chair.
Happy, smile and wave.
This is the aura Free Run killed. That's some actually like some Free Run specific memes going on. But I mean, that's pretty much it, man. At the end of the day, the Crunchyroll Award Series is a popularity contest. The average person voting for this shit has 3 hamsters running in their brain at max capacity and can't appreciate deeper storytelling. Does that mean that they're bad people? No. Does that mean they need to be able to appreciate series like Apothecary Diaries instead of action Unga Bunga spectacles? No. Just understand that there's way more average people that exist. I'll bring up this graph again. You, watching this video, are most likely over here. You are probably this pseudo-intellect, highly cultured individual who checks out a lot of different seasonal animes, and you can appreciate art beyond Unga Bunga. But the average crayon eater is out here in the blue. And the more that you're able to understand and unplug from your little bubbles, the more that you're able to get out from this little groupthink, this little echo chambers that everyone exists in, and you try to understand and see from the lens of the average person, everything starts to make sense. And that's why I think that there should be a separate contest, right? I think that there should be different categories. Like, there should be a popularity contest, which basically is what the Crunchyroll Awards are, and a different rebrand one where it's less about what appeals to the lowest common denominator, but maybe you could have a panel of experts. I don't know how that's going to work because, again, critics and experts, like, it's going to get biased, right? But at the very least, a different type of contest where it's less about the fan popular vote and more about what these pseudo intellects may deem to be better anime. Please check out Sleepy Clips channel. Shout out to Sleepy Clips for always being able to make such digestible content like this. Here's a link to the video. Go give it a like, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.